Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to thank all the speakers, the panelists, and the moderators. And I would say, let's give them a big applause. Well, I think we have heard a lot of interesting and inspiring things today, and I took notes, and in the next couple of hours, I would rephrase what we heard. No, just joking, but I took some things with me. That is my personal take-home message for me, myself, and I would like to share these things with you, and maybe we can continue the discussion afterwards. First of all, and it was repeated in several panels today, we saw that there is an urgent need to enhance international cooperation and beyond the common silos, be it a company, be it NATO, we heard that we should focus on common values. And that is something that is really important, and we heard, it's a term I liked, the term democratic, what is this? Democratization of technology. I took my note on that. I like that. Because it goes straight the same line to agree upon common value that we want to have in the technology we want to use. And that must be accompanied by standards, by regulation, and so we had the high-level thing, and it came down to the real technology and how to build this kind of technology. So that is something I love to hear. And I love to hear, and that's what we all see, that time being, cybersecurity is important as ever. There is some sort of accelerator to through the geopolitical situation we face. But what we face here, and that's another thing, and I face it as well, that there is some, before that we had, someone said it, I think you said it, this sense of urgency was lacking. And now there is this urgency sense all around. We have another perception of urgency and a change in risk management we can see. And a lot of people had already talked about that, and I think that's really true. We have a change in our perception and urgency and management and prioritization. And that's good to have that. And what I really loved as well, that we should accept that nothing is perfect, that we should put more focus on business continuity, that we build our systems more resilient to be able to continue despite there are attacks. There are and there will be attacks. We should be prepared for doing that. And that is something we should do. Okay, I've come to the end. Last but not least, and that is an ever and ever repeating story, and we have it all the years we have these events here, that is the skill gap. And it is not closed yet. It might be bigger than ever. That's why I asked Mary about her instruments. That's why I asked about how to come up with a cultural change. What should we do to come up with a solution to that? And that is something I take with me. And I love, again, I want to repeat it, I love this image of training security so that it is something that security is a part of our muscle memory. It's inside, and another guy here said in another panel, we want to have a change in culture that the people ask for technology that is secure. They would refuse to use something that is insecure. That would be great if we come to that. But it's a long way to go. And as I know, Despona, you wanted to talk about the skill set as well. Do you want to join me on the, yeah? Yeah? You want to say something? One word. I give you two.
Well, this is something that those of you who participated in the online digital Munich Cybersecurity Conference on the 16th of February know. Vice President Skinas, the Vice President of the European Commission responsible for the Security Union, but also for skills, launched a call mostly towards the industry, and many important players are here in the room, to come forward with pledges for traineeships in the area of skills. In the European Union, we have a flagship initiative called Pact for Skills, where we call upon the industry to come forward with pledges for young people across Europe. And then we put our own networks and our own know-how in bringing these close to the people. And we decided that we would like to make this call this year and come forward to next year's conference with the outcome. So we'd like to work with Peter on this. So he is the contact for those who are interested, and then we'll take it forward. Many of you may have heard we have one such pact for skills in the areas of aerospace and defense, but we'd like to move it further. So I know you all clapped enthusiastically when Chris Krebs said, if we don't do something, we will be back here in 30 years talking about the same problem. So this is a real opportunity, and this is about big offerings. And some companies that spoke here today are big, so the pledges have to be equally big and reach out across the 27 countries. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to remind you that call.
Thank you. We are not just talking about it, we are doing something. So, last final word, I would like to thank. And so, Peter, please join me here. I think we all know it's a tremendous effort to organize such an event, and we are really happy to have you all here. And it's Peter's work to have it all done here with his team behind him. But let's thank Peter. Peter Möhring, it's a great thing you did. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Claudia. Thank you, everyone. I know it works. Great. I want to thank all our partners. You see them here and here. It would never be possible to set this up in such a short time with the group that came together today. So it is really the result of many of you who are here today that this forum, this spring forum, came together after these 2 years of not seeing each other. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the, Lorenz, Oliver, all the core people who have helped to set this agenda up, all the partner organizations, and of course the management board of the Security Network Munich, who reached out to you to invite you and to convince you that this is really worth the while to, with all your busy agendas, to be here. Thank you so much. It's been a privilege to have you. Thank you.
Well, thanks again. And as we learned, we have 20 very tough and rough years ahead. Let's enjoy the evening today. So I open up the reception. Enjoy.